Good morning, kids. Today we're checking out kind of an old video from Prog Magic, a cat Pokemon of every type. If you remember, about a year ago, he did a video of a dog Pokemon of every type right here. Oh, and so now it's time to do cats. He's done dogs, he's done monkeys. It's time to do cats. Now, you're probably wondering, cats? But didn't he do a Meowth of every type? Yes, but that is just Meowth. While it is a standard cat Pokemon, it is not a cat Pokemon. I mean, you could say the same thing for Skitty and Delkitty, or even Glamau and Purugly. So anyway, now it's time for our feline furry friends.
Cats. Just like in real life, Pokemon is full of them, with so many different types. Big, small, cute, ugly. But there are 6 types we have yet to see these little fur babies become. So let's fill them with some perfect cat Pokemon. Meow, everyone! Hey everyone, Brandon here. Hot take,
Hey,
but
Brandon.
cats and cat Pokemon are some of the cutest things to exist. Which makes it all the more tragic that I'm allergic to them. So just
Oh, that
despite my
sucks.
biology, we are talking about a cat Pokemon of every type. Though I said there were 6 types unfilled in the intro, there are 3 fringe cases worth discussing. Water, fairy, and poison. For the water type, we have
okay.
2 Pokemon that are technically cats, Vaporeon and Suicune. Both suffer from the same problem, ambiguity. Vaporeon and
yeah.
all the evolutions are a vague mix between a fox, cat, and a dog. And Suicune is a general beast that's based on a leopard, as confirmed by its designer. But if you want more of a water cat, we have Panthagon from the Cornera region, who I worked with JJ Mons on, which admittedly is a mix of animals in itself, but is more upfront with its feline features.
Oh yeah, no,
Then
that's
we have
very
Fairy,
cat.
which has yet another evolution to represent it, Sylveon, that suffers from the same ambiguity issue. Also, Skitty and Delcatty would be perfect candidates for the normal fairy type, but
Yeah,
I digress.
exactly.
For more of a literal fairy cat, we have Manticore and Fatale by Elite
Ooh.
Four. They are both fairy poison type, based on Manticores, duh, and Femme Fatales.
I put that on my
Speaking of
team.
poison, while these 2 could cover it, Trubbish is considered a cat by the Pokemon Company, which
Wait,
makes me like
what?
Trubbish even more than I already did. With those accounted for, let's talk about some types
No,
that
hold
are
on, hold it. How is that living bag of trash a cat? I guess the knot on its head does look a little bit like kitten ears, but I don't see it other than that.
straight up
There's no
hissing.
way.
Missing. What did I just say? Anyway, let's start off with the rock type. For this, we have Cubble, the cub Pokemon, and Mount Tiger, the apex predator Pokemon. Both are rock dark
I
types from
remember
Wesco
this.
region. We actually featured these in a fossil Pokemon of every type
Yep,
as well.
that's why I
as these
remember
cool
it
cats
from.
are 2 of the fossil Pokemon of Wesco. To learn even more about them, check out Wesco's page or that previous of every type video. Both are linked in the description.
Both
and
good
while you're down
videos.
there, you might as well hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment to help others experience these cute cats. One of the
Like,
cutest
subscribe,
cats that
and
was
ring that
generally
bell.
beloved by the internet was Grumpy Cat. Rest in peace, you
Aw,
sweet angel. But
rest
her
in
legacy
peace.
lives on with our next type, Ghost, which is represented by Grumper, the Yule Cat Pokemon,
Aw.
a pure ghost type. And its evolution, Chillinks, the Phantom Lynx Pokemon, a ghost ice type. Both are from Michael Ryan's Fearin region. As Grumper's
I like
category
it.
suggests, this line is based on the chilling mythical feline, the Yule Cat, from Icelandic folklore. It is said to prowl the frost-ridden countryside during the Christmas season and eat those who weren't
Yeah, this is the same thing. No, this comes from the same place as the Yule Lads, and surprisingly, the Yule Log.
gifted new clothing to wear
So-
before Christmas Eve. Appropriate for the time this video is coming out, but also incredibly terrifying. If you want to learn even more about these
Yeah.
creepy kitties, go check out Michael's YouTube channel where he explains them and other Icelandic-inspired Pokemon more in depth. Another internet sensation comes to us through the bug type. Bugs and cats couldn't be the furthest thing from each other, so it will be insanely difficult to design one, right? Nope.
Well,
Meet
oh.
Kittypillar, the cat bug Pokemon,
Ew.
a pure bug type. This lovable little
Kinda
larva
ugly.
is based on a bug that exploded in popularity across the internet, the Chinese bush brown caterpillar,
Never mind.
also known as the Hello Kitty caterpillar.
It's adorable.
The pun Caterpillar was too good to resist, and just look how cute this Pokemon is! Kittypillar spends
You've
much
won
of
me
their days
over.
resting in trees, eating double their weight in the foliage on said trees. When they feel sufficiently full, aka reaching level 20, they evolve into Caterfly, the catwing
Oh, that's
Pokemon, a
lovely.
bug flying type. The Chinese bush brown butterfly, like many of its species, uses a form of mimesis, mimicking the eyes of a predator such as an owl in hopes actual predators will leave it alone. This is the same case with Caterfly, whose big old wings look like the face and ears of a big old cat. In combination with its wings and the line across
Aw.
its face, the head of Caterfly looks like the nose of a cat. with the eyes being the nostrils and its spikes coming out like whiskers. Caterfly's wings are known for repelling
Very
bird Pokemon,
clever.
but incidentally, they scare away other bug types too. Caterfly would most certainly get Mimicry as an ability, as it fits its concept and would help make it a bit more usable outside of just being absolutely adorable. It could also get a new move called Terrain Powder, which justs the ground around Caterfly, enhancing and amplifying the terrain, summoning
Ooh.
one of the terrain effects and changing Caterfly's type. Kind of like how natural power changes depending on the area you're in. The default places that aren't
That's
natural,
good.
such as buildings and cities, would be electric terrain. Psychic would be tranquil places like a waterfall or significant cultural areas.
I can
Berries
see
would
that.
be forests, and grass would be grass.
Yes,
While we're
grass,
on the topic
obviously.
of dust, terrain, and the ground, let's talk about the ground type cats. So allow me to introduce Dust Tabby, the sand cat Pokemon, a pure ground type, which I worked with Elisteva
Hold on, I do actually like how he has a Tabby in the name, considering... There we go. How he has Tabby in the name, considering that's actually a very common type of cat. I was going to say breed, but I don't think Tabby is a breed. No, wait, is it? I don't know. I don't know cats.
476 on. Its category is actually the animal it's based on, the sand cat. A desert-dwelling feline found across much of North Africa and West Asia, and they are so stinking cute!
They
and
are.
just look at their kittens!
Aw.
We took this furry friend in more of a literal direction, being a cat made of sand, with some Egyptian elements thrown in to reference its North African origins,
Like the shape of the
and
head.
well-known fact that cats were venerated by ancient Egyptians. As I said, Dust Tabby's body is entirely composed of sand. It can dissolve its whole body or even just parts of it into sand, and then reconstitute them at will. Who needs a litter box when you can become one? Actually, that's kinda gross. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that is.
At level 30, while in a sandstorm, Dust Tabby evolves into Terracal, the Sand Master Pokemon,
Ooh.
also pure ground type.
Love it.
Terracal's name comes from Terra, meaning earth, and Caracal, a type of wildcat also found in arid habitats across much of Africa and West Asia. Its category
Ooh.
of the Sand Master Pokemon is well deserved. It can summon and control mighty sandstorms that are even capable of taking down flying types. Caracals are known for their
Incredible.
incredible jumping ability, primarily to
Oh,
hunt
damn.
birds which it bites on the back of the neck, the part that Terracal's sand protects. So it would have an ability called Catapult. While being a fantastic pun, it also allows ground-type moves to hit flying types and those with the ability Levitate. From there
We've designed our cuddly
Oop, hold on, folks. We'll be right back. And we're back.
move on to the fighting type. Move on. What is going on with me today?
Your
For
cat.
the fighting type, we have Whipper, the Whiptail Pokemon, a pure fighting type, who I
Yeah,
also
okay,
worked with
that's-
Kai
that's
on.
not too bad.
Despite its
That's not too
mischievous
bad.
grin, it is not a dark type. It's just a bit cheeky. It will use its tail to whip at other Pokemon, like that one jerk who would crack towels at you in the locker room after gym class. It doesn't hurt the Pokemon that much, it's just more annoying than anything. Kind of like the actual move
Oh,
Tail
yeah.
Whip. The real thing to watch out for is this Pokemon's headbutt. That spiky fur doesn't play around, and is inspired by a North American cryptid called the Splinter Cat. This prickly pest
Ooh.
would headbutt trees to try to expose raccoons and bees. The act of doing this gives them a massive headache and puts them in a foul mood, which is why Whipper is so rude to other Pokemon, because it uses
Well,
the
damn,
same
don't
method
hit
of hunting.
trees.
Hurt people,
Easy.
you know? Whipper's name comes from whip and purr, but also comes from whippersnapper, old slang for a young person who makes trouble. At level
Okay, I
24,
like that.
Whipper evolves into Whackhat, the whack-tail Pokemon,
Oh, damn.
a pure fighting type. Whackhat's defining trait is most definitely their multiple tails, which comes from what
Wait. It's a cat of 9 tails, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's only 6 tails. Oh.
are mainly inspired by. A literal interpretation of the weapon Cat O' being
Yeah,
a
called
cat
it.
with 9... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 7!
Oh.
7 tails.
I
Its
miscounted.
name not only comes from whack, which its tails do, but the Glawacus as well. Another North American cryptid that is a mix between a panther, a lion, and a bear, with the cackle of a hyena. You can see the panther
can
lion
add
mixed
2
with the
tails.
coloration, and a bit of bear with the more grisly fur on its face and arms. Also, the way their tails are posed is very reminiscent of the Displacer Beasts from D&D, or the Curls
Oh,
from
damn.
Final Fantasy. Whackhat use their tails in a lashing fury, which leaves the opponent unable to strike back, which is their signature move, Tail Flurry, a base 20 fighting type attack that hits up to 5 times, with each hit having a 20% chance to flinch. Finally, we have the Dragon type, which is one of my personal favorites of this video. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but this is seriously freaking me out.
You've
Meowt?
been
Meow?
cat.
Whatever, I give up. I'm a cat now, I guess. Anyway, I was researching what could make for a good draconic cat, and then I came upon this beauty, the Tatzelworm.
Ooh.
It hails from the folklore of the European Alpine region. It is a long,
Okay,
slender,
okay.
lizard-like creature with the face of a cat. sometimes with either 4 short legs or 2 front legs and no hind legs. It is said to have poisonous breath and let out a high-pitched hiss. So what if we took this terrifying, toxic, scaly creature and made it adorable? Meet Tailong, the coiling cat Pokemon, a dragon normal type that I also worked with JJmons on. It is so cute and goofy, it's making biscuits on its own body. Look at those eyes! There is a twinkle there that I wish I knew how to find for myself. I adore this silly little cat. Or should I say this silly long cat?
All hail Tai Long, because this thing is cute.
As Tailong is all tail. The long part isn't just a part of its name as a descriptor of its size, but also comes from long or lung, which are the Chinese names for dragons. The goofiness doesn't end at this Pokemon's face or vibe either. It can actually stretch out its lengthy body even further. You would think that Tailong took a bite of the Gum Gum fruit with how long it can get. This elasticity allows it to be extra evasive and adapt quickly in combat. In fact, that's its ability, adaptability. Moves like Wrap and Coil would definitely be learned, as well as its own signature move, Stretchy Strike. While generally just being fun to say, it's a base 65 physical Dragon-type move where Tailong extends itself out rapidly, slamming into the opponent and knocking their item off of them. Basically,
wait, is that just Gum Gum Pistol?
Dragon-type knockoff, but mixed with adaptability makes Tailong an adorable little terror to behold. And
that's
that was a cat Pokemon of every type. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Well, folks, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.